Dave Abrams.
And I'm Kristin Lagana. Welcome to Anne Arundel County Week in Review. In this episode, we'll talk to the woman in charge of getting people to carpool to work and see how the community is fighting rats in North County. But first, making headlines this week. If you notice more bikes than usual on the road, it's because of two big events to promote exercise and getting out of our cars. On Wednesday, hundreds of students and parents participated in Bike to School Day. Because who doesn't want to ride their bike to school?
Right.
Little tykes on little trikes all over the county strapped on their helmets. Yeah, I know that rhymes. Pretty good,
wow.
Huh? Here's what County Executive Steve Shue had to say when riders made it to their location at Broadneck Elementary.
We are going to be investing $36 million over the next 6 years in our network of bike trails so that Arundel County has a first-class, totally built out, safe, and interconnected set of bike trails for people to travel all over the county. So they can go from Brooklyn Park to Deal, out to Sandy Point, anywhere they want to go safely and enjoy.
Of course, there's more to come. Next Friday is Bike to Work Day. Big tykes on little trikes?
Sure, yeah. That works.
It starts at 7 a.m. on May 17th. There are several meetup locations for the rides, including Bike Doctor on West Street in Annapolis, City Dock, Pedal Pushers in Severna Park, Arundel Mills Mall, and the B&A Trail Ranger Station in Early Heights. I sense a theme in today's show, Dave.
Yeah, keep pedaling, Kristin.
Yeah,
keep going.
pedaling. Is your bike out of the shed?
My bike is out of the shed, and I think I'm going to do this time. So
Thanks.
Look for me out there today, or next Friday at Bike to Work Day.
Wave to Dave. More rhyming.
Wow, we are so poetic today.
Yeah, we are.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Well, Kristin, work continues on the budget as the County Council has wrapped up 2 public hearings in Glen Burnie and Annapolis. If you missed the public hearings, it's still not too late to contact your representative. The council will be holding work sessions almost every day leading up to the middle of June when they are expected to approve a final version. County Executive Steve Shue taped a short video with the budget highlights. Take a look.
Hi, I'm County Executive Steve Shue. I'm glad to be here in Crofton to talk about our third budget proposal. People have been talking about a new Crofton High School for over 30 years. But nothing's ever happened. Well, the wait is over. Construction will begin this year on this long overdue school, and our children will no longer be split up from their friends and neighbors when they leave middle school. For the 3rd year in a row, we'll be cutting taxes and fees. Your property taxes will be lower for the 4th straight year. Plus, we are eliminating the taxes you pay on fees to athletic facilities, for movie tickets, and mobile home communities. Best of all, we can still do many great things while putting money back in your pocket. We're funding pay raises for teachers, new programs to fight addiction, and new police vehicles. And we have so many exciting construction projects breaking ground. A new Annapolis library, new elementary schools for Jessup and Arnold, a new police academy and central booking facility. And don't forget to take the time to get outdoors and enjoy the natural beauty that Anne Arundel County has to offer. We're building new boat ramps, expanding our bike trails, and improving our parks. Anne Arundel County is the best place to live, work, and start a business in Maryland, and we're getting even better.
So much good stuff in there, Kristin. Oh my gosh. So call your councilman today and tell him you want Crofton High School.
I want Crofton High School.
Tell him you want lower taxes.
I want lower taxes.
And tell him you want pay raises for teachers and police officers and firefighters.
Show me the money.
And Kristin Lagana.
I want the glitter.
I think it's going to go well. I think the budget is going to be very nice this year, right? No one's going to fight. No one's going to argue. It's just going to be smooth sailing.
Smooth
biking. Smooth pedaling. Smooth
riding.
Paths.
Smooth ride.
Smooth path.
Smooth path.
Something.
I like it.
Okay.
Well, several months ago, we told you about how the county opened up a competition to come up with the best ways to clean up our rivers. Well, now a company has stepped forward to make it happen. Resource Environmental Solutions signed an agreement with the county to focus on Severn Run, the Patapsco River, and the Patuxent River. This is the first public-private partnership of its kind in the Chesapeake Bay watershed. RES will repair 3,500 linear feet of outfalls and streams in Severn Run. It will also install new technology at 3 large stormwater facilities in the Patapsco and Patuxent. Basically, Dave, this means that RES projects will run parallel to county projects for twice the punch to stormwater pollution. This is exciting news, and we'll be sure to update you as these projects move forward to learn more about how they're using this cutting-edge technology. All about the environment.
Oh, we got a new jingle. I am so happy to see the words Patapsco River in this, because I live on the Patapsco River.
And I'm very familiar with the Patuxent.
I got the Patapsco, the Bay, and the Magathie all around my house. So, of course, all the rivers are important, but these northern rivers, I think, need a little more attention. Creeks need a little more attention because there's industrial stuff up in Baltimore and around the area. So it's really great to see a focus on North County, and of course that goes parallel with all the other projects the county has going on, and it's making a difference. We're seeing better grades. Maybe it has to do with some better recycling practices as well. Maybe. People talking about recycling. Recycling's important.
Well, go
So that's
RES.
good stuff. Go RES. I'm sure they'll do a good job. We'll be watching, so do a good job. Rolling on a river. Nice. Man, you got all the references today.
Yeah,
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we'll talk to Tabitha Ernst about ride sharing and riding your bike. Take a look at the community calendar for events happening around town, and we'll be right back.
Well, welcome back. Joining us in the studio this week, we're delighted to have Miss Tabitha Ernst, who is the rideshare coordinator for Arundel County. Tabitha, welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. Well, spring is here. It's a great time to be outside. And this is a new position that you have as rideshare coordinator. Tell us about what you do.
So I promote carpooling and van pooling.
Right.
We have a database that the county pays for with a grant. It's called Commuter Connections. It's free because we pay for it. And it ride matches people so they can have other people to carpool and van pool with. So if you may not know the people that work in the building next to you, but the database will. So they'll match you up, and then the database will also give you something called Guaranteed Ride Home. So if you do find someone to carpool or van pool with, or if you take transit to get to work, you're eligible for a free ride home up to 4 times each year. So like if you're sick and you have to leave early and you're going to miss your bus, or the van pool leaves at 5 and you have to leave at 2 because you're sick, they'll give you a free ride home. But you have to be in the database. So commuterconnections.org.
Commuterconnections.org.
Do it.
To get onto the database and to find carpooling options for work.
And van pooling. And they'll actually tell you about transit too, if you want to be emailed transit information.
Now, other ways to get to work, and this is what I was getting at with the nice weather, we had Bike to School, that campaign this week, and next coming up is Bike to Work.
Yes.
Talk to us a bit about these initiatives.
So these are another way to get people out of single occupancy vehicles, and that's why we have my job. We want a cleaner environment, less traffic on the roads, and biking can do that.
Absolutely.
So Bike to School Day, we had that, the county was involved, and getting the kids started biking to work is a good way to have them have a good habit start at an early age, and also gets the parents thinking about it. And then Bike to Work Day is going to be May 19th, and we have 8 pit stops in the county. So people bike to work, and on their way there, they stop at these pit stops where they get free t-shirts and other bike swag. And
I like that, bike swag.
Bike swag.
Bike swag.
And they have to register at bike2workcentralmaryland.com.
Bike2workcentralmaryland.com.
Yeah, and the 2 is a number 2.
Got it.
To work.
Clever.
And the
Central
Maryland.
Is the MD or full name?
MD.
We got it
yeah.
up on the screen.
Got
It's
it.
all good.
Okay, cool.
So that's on the 19th. That's this coming
Yes,
Friday.
and all of the pit stops start at 7 a.m. and run until 8:30 a.m. except for the one in downtown Annapolis. That's going to be 7:30 to 9 a.m. And Steve Shue's going to be there, Councilman Trumbauer, John Corrin, who is the president of the Anne Arundel County Bike Advisory Commission. So it'll be a fun event, and we hope we'll have a lot of people involved. And we also hope that the people who do participate will start thinking about biking to work on a daily basis, when it's nice out at least.
Yes.
Hopefully the weather's nice.
It will be. Positive thinking.
Well, I mentioned marketing, and a lot of your job has to do with that. And actually, you had Arundel TV step in and produce a couple of commercials for rideshare. And let's take a look at one of those right now.
Carpooling with rideshare is great. Less worry, less stress.
So much time to do other things.
I just booked a timeshare for summer vacation.
I just watched highlights from last night's game. What about you, Jenny? Jenny? Rideshare is free and easy. Visit commuterconnections.org and we will match you up so you can relax and have time to do what you do best.
So how about that? A little,
Wow. Yes.
little expertise of
Great job, Arundel
our friend,
TV.
our friend Cisco Davis
Yes,
produced
Cisco,
those videos.
Cisco.
Very good job.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the marketing you're doing and where people are going to see these things. I know I've already heard your radio ads on the radio, and I have yet to see one of the videos we produced, but where will people be able to see it?
Those will be in the Annapolis Mall Theater and the theater at the Harbor 9 Center, and then the IMAX in Wall Chapel.
Ooh, big screen.
Yeah. And then also on TV. We have a deal with Comcast, who represents all the televisions in Anne Arundel County, so you should be able to see them on TV too.
That's fantastic.
And there's not just one, not just 2, there's 3.
3.
There's 3,
There's
they're all
3
different.
commercials.
Only 2 are going to be in theaters, and 3 are going to be on television.
And of course, we'll have them on our media channels and all that.
Yeah.
How do you get people to carpool? I mean, that seems like a no-brainer in this day and age to get people off the road. But I mean, what is the demographic that you're going for? Is it just anybody, or are there certain people? It seems like the West County. I don't know why I'm generalizing here, but it seems like the West County movie theater where you're showing is kind of your target audience because you're around BWI and National Business Park and Fort Meade and all that stuff. It seems like it lends itself well to carpooling.
The easiest way for us to do it, I think, is for us to target bigger businesses in areas like Fort Meade that have tons of people over there. And we do want people, we want to try to get people who commute every day as opposed to, I don't know, asking people to get a carpool to your local pizza shop to get pizza. So,
right. Although it may be fun.
Yeah.
Great way to meet people.
Yeah.
Yes. And actually, we have an app now called Carpool Now.
Oh, there's an app for that.
Yes, there is an app for that. So if you do want to try something like getting a carpool to your pizza shop to go get dinner, that's available.
Carpool,
But it's also made for commuters going to work. But it is a difficult thing. It's a motivational issue. Like, it saves you money. Why wouldn't you want a carpool or vanpool? And then it's less wear and tear on your vehicle.
And it's a culture thing. People don't want to let go of their car. Or maybe if they try this, it's easy to do, right? Commuterconnections.org.
Yeah.
Right? And just
And
sign
the
up, try it out.
home,
Guaranteed ride home, just try it out, see if you like it, and maybe you'll like it, and then you won't have to deal with all the headaches that come with commuting every day, right?
And also, it's been proven that employees do have better morale when they come into work less stressed, and that they usually do come into work less stressed when they're carpooling and vanpooling because they're not in the angry
one person is getting that kind of driving the
and you can switch off
driving.
drivers, especially in van pools. They can have up to 15 people, so you could like once every 15 days drive.
You could get breakfast for everybody and have a party in the van in the morning.
There you go.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Kristen's got lots of ideas for this.
Very exciting. So, okay, commuterconnections.org if folks out there are interested in checking out your carpool and van pool options. And then one more time, can you give us the website if people want to sign up for Bike to Work?
Yeah, that's bike2workcentralmd.com.
And we encourage you, of course, to get out there, get on your bike, get moving. Yes, we're all about less cars on the roadway, saving a little money with gas, less headache during your morning so that we all have happier, healthier people here in Anne Arundel County. Right, Dave?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Tabitha, for coming on the show this week. We appreciate having you. Come back anytime.
Yay.
We'll be right back with more Weekend Review right after this. Don't go anywhere.
I understand. I know it's not your typical resume.
Okay, well.
But candidate. But I've been working double shifts just to pay for books. I've been raising my 2 little brothers. I'm determined, driven, motivated. Isn't that what you're looking for?
Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent at gradsoflife.org.
Welcome back. For many years, residents in Brooklyn Park have been dealing with some of the problems of the inner city at its border. Pat Daly is there to talk about a fight to stop one of its biggest nuisances. Pat?
For so many years in North Anne Arundel County, rats have plagued the area. The new pilot program put forth by the county executive pilots Brooklyn Park as the first town to ever receive the rodent control program that he has initiated. And here with me today is Erica Mantooth and Ian Tracy of the Health Department to explain more about the program. Thanks for joining me, guys. My first question would be, what is the program exactly and how will it work? Ian?
The program is a kind of 2-step approach to rodent control in the Brooklyn Park area. One is community outreach and education for the citizens, and then the other step is providing pest control services and mitigation for food sources in the area where we're going in through the community. We're looking for rodent infestations. We're putting the trash cans. We're exterminating where we do find rodents, and that's the gist of it, yeah.
Okay. Now I know that with the program there are 2 free trash cans, and we've got one of those right near Ian. 2 free trash cans. Approximately when can we anticipate they'll arrive?
The trash cans should be delivered in 2 stages. The first stage is going to be in properties adjacent to alleyways, and that's going to be delivered in May. And then properties that are not associated with an alley will receive trash cans in the month of August.
Okay. Now I know that infestations can be reported, Erica. So if someone sees an infestation, not necessarily at their house, even if it's on commercial or residential property, can they still report it?
They definitely can, and we encourage that so that we can make sure we're not missing anything. Our technicians are going door to door, so we are going to hit every property in the 21225 zip code. But any help that we can get from the members of the community is welcome. We have a 311 call system where they can call 311 and report any kind of a complaint that they have, as well as an online system called cclickfix.com. They can use that as well to make a complaint, and then we will take those in and incorporate those into, give them to the teams that are located in the area that that complaint is involved with.
Okay, now as I understand it, when technicians go on site and they spot things that aren't necessarily the health department related, maybe zoning, junk and debris, do you guys report that to the department?
We also do agency referrals. We're looking at the tall grass and weeds, abandoned cars, any kind of zoning issues. The technicians in the field are going to take note of those properties and addresses and report them back to the supervisor, who will then refer it to the appropriate agency for action.
Okay, great. Now, has anything like this ever been done before, Ian?
No, this is the first time in Anne Arundel County we've done this type of program. In the past, it's always been enforcement-based, where someone would make a complaint and then we would respond. This is the first time we've done surveys actually looking for the rats.
Okay. Now, the inspections and exterminations, can you tell me a little bit about how they will work?
Sure. So we'll be going door to door, as Erica said, to look for rodent infestations. And when we find rodent infestations, we will tell the owner about it and then request permission to do pesticide treatments on that property to mitigate that problem.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks very much. Looks like there's a new sheriff in town. His name is Steve Shue, and he's got a posse here to help him rid the rat problem in North County and Arundel. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Pat. We'll have to go back and see how it went once the program has gone through a full cycle. See what I did there, Dave?
Cycle.
Cycle.
Good one.
Thank you.
So Kristin, tell me about this Beltway series. You seem to be, you are tuned in, you are locked in, you got all the breakdown go.
Ooh, okay, so Monday night game, O's, what? Tuesday night game, got a little worried, thought maybe Nats, no, O's. Both nights, it's like the Nats got confused which direction they were supposed to be running the bases. Total just like clowns in a circus, like all falling out of the clown car on top of each other. Didn't realize how some of the plays were going and that, you know, they couldn't advance, had to go back a base, and then they got tagged out. It was just crazy. Crazy all around. So with the Baltimore series, we have, at the time that we're taping, yet to determine how Wednesday night's going to go, and then we are going into D.C. to finish this little monstrosity up. But I
have a feeling things will even out in the end, but you know, we'll see about that.
We'll see. I know you're a Nats fan.
But so yeah,
we all make mistakes.
Let's talk about this for a second because you know, we both like the Orioles. I like the Orioles. I have nothing against the Orioles. And I'm a Redskins fan. I have nothing against the Ravens. And I would love nothing more than to see a World Series with the Orioles and the Nationals.
That would be pretty awesome.
Or a Super Bowl with the Redskins and the Ravens.
I'd love that too.
Would be fantastic. Yeah. So we can root for both. There's no reason. But here's my question.
Yes.
Baltimore does not have a hockey team or a basketball team.
I root for Caps all the way.
Okay,
and
so we have the Caps.
At this time of filming.
Yes, we have the Caps and the Wizards. At the time of filming, still tied up in both their series.
Correct.
This could, and again, we have to film alternate endings because if the Caps blow this, it is going to be historic moaning through the entire But that's not my question.
Ablaze.
That's not my question. My question is, what is the fan base size in Anne Arundel County for the Washington Wizards NBA basketball team and the Washington Capitals hockey team? What do you think? You're a native. Tell me. What? I don't know.
I think the love for the Caps stretches pretty far and wide. I'd say even way past. I think there's a lot of North Baltimore County Caps fans.
But a lot of Penguins fans too, I bet.
You're getting north towards
lots of Pittsburgh people around.
Flyers and Penguins, but I really feel like there is a lot of love for the Caps in Maryland throughout.
And the
I
Wizards,
remember going to school when I was a student in Anne Arundel County and seeing a lot of jerseys on my fellow classmates for the Caps. So I think the Anne Arundel County love is strong. Well, and basketball, we don't have that either. So yeah, Wizards. I will say I think that the Caps are probably more popular in this area than the Wizards. Correct me if you think I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right.
Okay. I just think we're not really that focused on basketball.
I guess not.
I don't know why.
It's weird. It's weird because, I mean, if it's okay with you, if you don't feel like there's some geographical problem with liking the Nationals or the Capitals, why not embrace this Wizards team is really a great story?
If
They're
someone
playing
asks me,
great.
What's your NBA team? I'll say the Wizards.
Oh, that's nice.
You know.
That's nice of you, Kristin.
I'm not going to say.
Well, and I think the Caps have another edge that we're not mentioning here. The Caps used to have their practice facility in Odenton.
Oh.
So there is a kind of a fan base that's local that used to go see them play over at that facility.
Sort of like the Redskins.
Like the Redskins in Prince George's County. So, you know, I just hope that the Wizards and the Caps are still living when we're speaking here today. The Wizards definitely will be. The Caps, I feel good about the Caps.
Well, so yeah, I feel good about it too.
I think they're going to do it.
And whether you're an Orioles fan or whether you are a Nats fan, whether you are a Skins fan, whether you're a Ravens fan, go Maryland.
Okay.
Go Maryland.
Go Maryland. That's right.
Go Maryland.
Go Terps.
Go Terps.
We'll take the Terps.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode and archive episodes online anytime on Facebook or YouTube by simply searching for Arundel TV. Please tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around the county, and we'll see you next time.